it was a sorry tale from then on in. So MCC have lost 3 out of 3 today, and that's the end of their cricketing today. Pakistan win with 4 wickets. Farhan scoring 36, Tanvir 35, both retiring. And now we're going to go to Kath downstairs by the boundary line for an interview.
Yes, I'm here with the man of the moment, Sanad Vibe. You made it look easy out there. What was the approach? Just hit out or get out?
Yeah, today the bowling is a little bit easy in the other matches, so I will take a strike much. So in my confidence, captain said to me, go and hit in sixes.
You certainly did. Now, tell us, 3 wins from 3 games. Got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, we are so happy, and always team is so happy. The bowling is very strong, so inshallah we'll come back.
Now tell us, who do you think is looking like the main threat? Because New Zealand have played 2 games and they're also unbeaten. So are you keeping a close eye on the Kiwis?
Inshallah we win. Inshallah. yes, we easily win. Yeah.
All right, well, good luck for tomorrow. Go and enjoy the night off.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Yes, I reckon Catherine's getting a side job for Hong Kong tourism, making sure that everyone's going out and seeing the city. Well, that's Farhan, the man we just heard from. Wonderful innings at the top of the order.
Yeah, some lusty blows by Farhan. He was the key for Pakistan. Smashed the ball everywhere. Managed to get a quick fire 30 odd, and then the captain came and joined the party.
Well, that's what it's all one-way traffic. Samit Patel tried to stem the tide for a couple of deliveries, but then it was just about Pakistan lining up to finish things off. A couple of wickets were just a hiccup in the road to victory. That was the last of them, and Anwar Ali finishing things off in style. But the interesting prospect is that the way this tournament is set up, the top-ranked team will end up playing the 8th-ranked team in the knockout stage tomorrow, and that could well be Pakistan against the MCC. But for the moment, we're looking at the last group match on day 1 of the 2017 Hong Kong World Sixes. The New Zealand Kiwis looking to finish up with another victory against Australia, looking to finally register one.
Welcome back here to Hong Kong and the KCC Cricket Club. It's been a long day, but we got one game to go, and it is the traditional rivals, the New Zealand Kiwis, up against the Aussies. And what a rivalry it's been. Chris Rogers is joining, says 2 blokes up here hoping for an Aussie win. They haven't been so good this so far. Chris, we need a win, the Aussies.
No, they haven't turned up. Here's a chance to make it right in this Bledisloe Cup decider, isn't it? So, love to see Australia continue on from their rugby success recently and then get another victory.
Well, they won the toss. They've licked it to field yet again. They threw it away against Bangladesh with the bat in that last over. Only needed 12 or 13. Couldn't lay bat on ball, but here we are. Desperate for a win. The New Zealand Kiwis, on the other hand, have been absolutely brilliant. They've gone about their business, all of them making runs, taking wickets, going beautifully. Nair's going to open the bowling for the Aussies. And a big day we have here, a big game. Heroes at the other end for the Kiwis. Nair to Biggin. Here we go. Down the ground. That's going to be a boundary to start. No problem whatsoever. Good way to start.
Well, Nair's been the best bowler for Australia by far. He's shown he's got variety. He can bowl the knuckle ball that goes the other way as well as the traditional off spinner. That's a great way to start for New Zealand.
Reverse Malachi. Haven't seen many of those today. We saw one big one for 6 earlier on, but the actual reverse sweeps haven't really been used in this match.
But I still don't think anyone's picking there. Amazing skill.
Edged and dropped. Did it carry? I don't think so.
Well, we had a discussion about who we thought might be left out of the Australian side, and they did in fact leave their keeper Seb Gotchout for Matthew Short to keep, and guess what? He drops the catch.
Well, to be fair, it's a toughie first up if you're not a wickies. They are fielding quite a long way back, to be fair to him.
But we always love the short sleeve wicket keepers, don't we?
Down to mid-off. Quite a steady start from the Kiwis. Good bowling again from there. Again, 6 off just 4 rocks so far. Again, behind point, that's going to be 4.
He's been impressive, Biggin, in the 2 games he's played so far. He's got New Zealand off to good starts. And once again, he's doing the job.
Oh, he's hit that hard out onto the leg side. It's going to be 4 more. A good way to finish for the Kiwis. 14 off the first over.
Well, a diving Benny Lachlan out in the deep there. Almost a magical effort.
So 1 over down. The Kiwis rolling along at 14 off the first over. And having a look at this Group B points table, as you can see, the Kiwis well on top. Bangladesh, the surprise packets. As over number 2 begins, and that's a long hit. A long hit. That's driver. He's taken the 1 wood and teed it up a little to get some more elevation.
I think we could hear that bounce on the top of the roof that we're in here.
Reardon, second ball, gets away with it. Take a leg by.
Very much a part-time bowler, Nathan Reardon. Got dispatched that first delivery, but came back well.
Oh, that's a wideish delivery. It's slashed away, and it's going to go down the boundary for 4. Actually, it wasn't a bad result, because that could have been a wide.
Well, I spoke to him earlier, and he said that he actually was bowling cross seam because the ball would swing, and that one, though, it did swing.
Oh, that's into the block hole. And again, he manages to find the boundary. Began just can't stop hitting boundaries. This one, it's another 4 through mid-wicket. Again, this time it's full and it's going to be an inside edge. Gee, that's harsh. That was actually almost perfect there from the bowler. There is no justice.
Interestingly enough, the pre-game, well, the preview, we spoke about early wickets.
And that's not a wicket. That's another one out of here. That's a long, long way.
Well, he's gone for 24 off his first over, but talked about trying to get early wickets and using your best bowlers early because the batters will be stacking it from the top for them. Yeah. So looks like Australia hasn't quite got their tactics right.
Nathan Reardon having a look at his shoulder there. Might have been the lack of pace.
Yeah.
That's hurt that, but he went for a few. The Kiwis are now motoring along. 39, 25 off the over.
Just Gregory here to bowl the third over.
Or chance, no. Chance of another 6, that's what we got. I reckon Haisto, just for a minute, thought he was in, but it's 189 Virgin Atlantic 6s for the day. Just for an instant, he thought he had a piece of that. Not a bad stroke, just quietly off the back foot. Half volley back foot.
There is a Kiwi supporter just positioned beautifully behind John Hastings, probably throwing a little bit of abuse towards him.
Well, there's always one supporter somewhere, I guess, with the Kiwis. High ball. Wiki might have a chance. Yes. Good piece of work short. Timed it nicely. Made sure the rope and himself were well a good distance between each other and took a good catch.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to put another one over mid-wicket, but only got a top edge. That's great work by the keeper. Running back, you have to have good awareness, know exactly where the rope is, and he took it comfortably in the end.
Good bowling there from Gregory, right up in the block hole.
Brad Kachopa to the crease now.
Good over so far, but we know how fast that can change. Good rock there, good length.
Look at that bounce. It's extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah, that was got through at not bad pace. Good bounce, shoulder height. Gregory manages some wood on this, but deep square's positioned nicely out there. This could be a good over, and again, you get through 5 balls. You got one for 8. You can get out of the over. It can be an amazing one, or otherwise you're lofted and it's, oh no, we've gone for 15.
And how many times have we seen it?
What has he got? It's a high ball, could be caught. Hastings is the man coming in. Can he get it? Of course he can. He's a good player, good fielder, well done.
Huge hands. He just has to get to the ball, and you backed him in there. It's a very good catch in the end. And a great over for Australia. Gregory, 2 for 8.
What a good wicket. High ball. High ball there.
Almost hit up the chimney there, hasn't he, Cambo?
Yeah, easy as you like.
Thought he was just going to turn around to that New Zealand supporter standing behind him.
Shannon Stewart, he has been an absolute gun for the Kiwis so far. Hastings Bang, there you go, first ball. If you don't mind, there's 6 of them.
It just looks so easy at times, doesn't it? 190 Virgin Atlantic tournament sixes. Yeah, we are going to see 200 possibly today, aren't we?
Oh, every chance. Shorter, cut away, 4 runs. Not bad thinking, the big fella. He may have retired from domestic first-class cricket in Australia, but he's still got that angry streak in him. Gets taken down the ground for 6 and wants to get a piece of him.
Well, at least you know if you bowl that length, it's not going to come back straight at you, are you?
Shannon Stewart. Through the covers, that's an excellent shot, but good fielding, just 1. They're like gold for this Aussie team. Of course, Brad Chopra. The Taka Pirates back in New Zealand. There you go, that's his club team. Bit of research for you there, base. Down the ground, he'll just get 1. Elliot Hurd and Brad Chopra. Pirates. Big hit. Big hit, that one. That is going over again. And into the stands. Stewart's form continues to be outstanding.
He just hit that so high, didn't he? He was always going to carry over the boundary.
Little bit of bottom.
The old sunburnt mouth.
And again, well, could be out though. Johnny's got to get it. He's under it. He's going to take this, no worries. Haistow gets his man. And the big mitts of Jonathan Hastings takes catch number 2.
Look at that. He tried to repeat what he did the previous ball and hit as high as he possibly could, but this time just got the elevation too much. Hit it straight up.
That's a high ball.
Oh, they're not easy catches, those ones, are they?
No. Look at the young fans here at KCC having the time of their life. Great to have the Sixers back here in Hong Kong. They are having a good day. Let me tell you about that. Plenty of kids on the hand, plenty of good cricketers here in Hong Kong. Here we go. Lachlan to bowl. Again, we're starting with a 6. Fulton joins the party.
Yeah, Benny Lachlan hasn't had the best of tournaments so far. He's been quite expensive. But look at all the kids here. It's family friendly.
Well, for the Aussies, it's 71 for 3 with the final over. This has to be a good over. Down the ground, that's not going to help because that's 2 in a row. Bye-bye the nurse.
Benny Lachlan's change-ups don't seem to work on this AstroTurf, do they?
Right. Well renowned for that in Australia. Here we go. Can it be 3 in a row? Oh, careful. Down the ground, that's just going to be 4, but that's a beautiful cricket stroke.
Just the on drive. We haven't seen too many of them, have we?
We haven't seen too many not played of every stroke in the ball, really. The classic on drive. Probably haven't seen a scoop played well today, but here we go. Bouncer, and that's going to go for 4. So far, it's gone for plenty. 2 6s, 2 4s, 20 off the over, and Benny Lachlan's got some work to do.
Well, you've got to bang it in short to bounce Peter Fulton, don't you? 2 metre Peter.
Slow, Bruin. That's not going to help. That's going to be a wide. +3. We're going for 23 off the last, and what was looking to be a good total for the Australians is just starting to get a little bit out of hand. And he hasn't got a hold of that. Looking for one. They might come back for two, but no. A rare blemish of a boundary ball in the last over. One to go. The Kiwis on 89. A Hublo maximum might be handy.
They could have done with one of those Hublo maximums.
That. You know what I was talking about. I was too excited. It's been a long day.
That was what they were aiming for, but couldn't quite manage it. But in the end, New Zealand, from where they were about halfway through, they probably take that. And Australia haven't chased well today, so lots of pressure on Australia. Need a victory.
I love it. They do indeed. Well, let's have a look what happened. At the top of the order, Began was absolutely outstanding yet again. 31 from his 9. But then they lost their way a little bit. Big Peter Fulton with 22 from 5 off that last over was very handy. And the Aussies, they were going well, but they just lost their way towards the end.
Yeah, Nez started well for them every inning so far, but then they've just lost their way. Saying that, Gregory is excellent with his 2 for 8, but you can see the other bowlers were very expensive, and then that's cost them a little bit, particularly at the back end of the innings.
Yeah, 26 off that last over. The Aussies having a good time. They've been starved of victory today, but they're still having a good time, as is everyone here at the Cowline Cricket Club. Here are the highlights. A chance there early on. Nathan Reardon came into the attack. And absolute carnage at one point of this over. There was 6 going in all sorts of directions.
But Gregory came on, got hit for 6, but then found a way to get 2 wickets. That was an excellent catch by a wicketkeeper Short. And then another one. Johnny Hastings running in, took an easy catch over his head. And then came on to bowl himself and got dispatched, went for 18 in his over with a couple of big maximums. Also took a wicket, but then it was that final over from Lachlan which did the damage for New Zealand. 24 off that over, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, like you say, with the Aussies batting, it's a massive difference chasing 80 to 90. I know in cricket 10 runs is a lot in any time, but just in this shorter form of the game, that extra 10 can be very, very painful. But what a day we've had. 92 is required by Australia, 18.40 on over. The Kiwis have been outstanding all day. So theoretically, advantage them. But surely it's time for the Aussies to get us home, Buck.
What?
There's the rules and playing conditions. One of the ones that I like, the last remaining batsman shall bat with a runner. So all those number 11s out there who always say that there are 50 nipped in the butt because they run out of partners. Doesn't happen here.
Well, if you hit that Hublo big bang sign, you double your runs for that shot, but we haven't seen it.